2020 is over, and so is the reading that's happening in 2020. It's over. So now it's time to look back on the year of the reading. There's a lot of janky things about these stats. There were lots of DNFs which were counted for full page count, and a lot of DNFs that didn't get counted. Basically, these are all estimates. I read about 22 books in the year, and an estimate of 5,939 pages, compared to last year's 16 books and 4,285 pages. The shortest book I read was Nurse Matilda Goes to Hospital, and the longest book I read, according to Goodreads, it's a Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court, but I DNF'd that halfway through, so really the longest book I read was an acceptable time. My average page length was 269. The most popular book I read was The Great Gatsby. The least popular book I read was Nurse Matilda Goes to Hospital. My average star rating was exactly 4 stars, which is pretty good. The highest rated book on Goodreads I read was The Odd Ones Out, which I pretty highly disagree with. This was my first review on Goodreads of the year, and this was my last Goodreads review of the year. Here are all the books that I read this year in order of favorite to least favorite. It should also be noted that I also read a lot of Winnie the Pooh stories, but I didn't read The Full Treasury, so I didn't mark that as complete. I also read The Snow Queen, the Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale, and I started The Girl Who Drank the Moon and The Book Thief, but I DNF'd both of those. Temporarily DNF'd both of those. They're both ones that I plan on maybe someday coming back to, especially Book Thief, because I would like to have read it, even though I'm not particularly sure that I will enjoy it. For some more stats, all of them estimate around having read 13 children and middle grade books, 3 YA books, and 5 adult books, and 11 fantasy books, 4 contemporary books, 8 classics, 5 sci-fi, 4 rereads, 2 book club, and 1 comic. Some particular achievements that I would like to highlight was that I completed the Time Quintet series, which is really great because I've been reading that one for a long time. I also read 1984, which I really didn't want to do, but ended up enjoying, and I'm glad that I have read it at once, at least, even though I probably won't reread it ever. And I also read Howl's Moving Castle, which is one of the first books that I actually bought and owned, and it's been a very long time. It's probably in the top 5 oldest books that I've owned and haven't read yet. And I got it read and really enjoyed it. That's all I have for today. Comment below how many books you read this year or what your favorite was. And be sure to likey and subscribey and all of those things. Goodbye.